Hey everybody, the Salt Youth Ministry decided to put in a little play on the Easter story. We changed it up in a bit and wrote it in Gen Z slang. There are not a lot of us doing this, just Zoe, Sophie, Darren, myself, Mitch, and Amanda's not here, and Miss Camille. But we had a lot of fun creating this, so enjoy. Here is Sophie and Darren with some definitions.
Homies, close friends or companions.
Low-key, kind of, subtly, secretly.
Molded, gave in under pressure.
Full hideout mode. Actively avoiding staying out of sight.
Hyped, extremely excited.
Receipts, proof of or evidence of something.
Took an L, suffered a loss.
Squad, close group of friends.
Hold up, showed up, or arrived somewhere. Here's Zoe.
Good morning, everyone. I'm going to ad-lib a little bit here and have the kids come to the front just so they can see, because they're probably going to understand it more than some of the older generation in here. So, yeah, kids come to the front to watch.
Oh yeah. Let's go up front.
Anyways, happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
So cool. Jesus had been out here healing people, spreading love, and dropping divine wisdom. But the religious leaders weren't vibing with it. Instead of catching the message, they caught feelings and plotted to take him out. And guess what? One of his own homies, Judas, straight up snitched on him for some coins. Major betrayal. Jesus got arrested, dragged through a bogus trial, and even though the Roman governor Pilate was like, this guy didn't even do anything wrong, the crowd, low-key fueled by haters, chose to free a criminal instead. Wild. Pilate folded under pressure and sentenced Jesus to be crucified. They made him carry a heavy cross, threw a crown of thorns on him, mocked him. But even while suffering, Jesus was on another level. He looked at his enemies and said, Father, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. Pure love. At noon, the sky went dark for 3 whole hours. Major apocalyptic vibes. Then Jesus said, it is finished. He took his last breath and boom, the earth shook. The temple curtain tore in half, and people started realizing, yo, this really was the Son of God. Jesus' followers took his body, wrapped it up, and placed it in a tomb. The Romans even posted guards outside because they heard whispers that Jesus might pull off a comeback. And then, 3 days later, boom! Early Sunday morning, some woman, Mary Magdalene, and her crew rolled up to the tomb with burial spices, only to find the stone rolled away, and Jesus' body gone. They were freaking out, when out of nowhere, an angel pulled up, like, why are y'all looking for the living among the dead? Jesus isn't here. He rose just like he said he would. Mary was still processing when, plot twist, Jesus himself appeared. At first, she didn't even recognize him, but when he said her name, she was like, oh snap, it's you! Jesus told her to go tell the squad, so same people who killed Jesus might come back for them next. Then, out of nowhere, Jesus appeared in the room. No knocking, no doors opening, just boom. There he was. His first words, "Peace be with you." Because obviously they were losing their minds. He showed them his hands and side to prove it was really him. The disciples went from devastated to hi. But Thomas, aka Doubting Thomas, wasn't there. And when they told him, he was like, "Nah, I'm gonna need receipts." A week later, Jesus showed up again, looked right at Thomas and said, "Go ahead, touch my scars, stop doubting and believe." Thomas knew instantly Jesus was back for real, for real. For the next 40 days, Jesus kept making surprise appearances, teaching, eating, and proving he was alive. He reminded them that this was part of God's plan, and then he gave them the ultimate mission. Go tell the world, make disciples, and remember, I'm always with you. Then, in the most legendary exit ever, Jesus ascended into heaven while his followers Before he left, he made a promise. The Holy Spirit was coming back soon, and this was just the beginning.
Moral of the story, Jesus didn't just rise. He made the greatest comeback of all time.
Death took it out, and he gave the world a victory.